I've got a human heart. Are you afraid of the dark? The dark, the dark.
Hey everyone, it's Michelle back here again for another video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thanks again for watching. This is going to be kind of a serious video. I have a story time today about something that happened on Boxing Day. It wasn't to me personally, but it affects me and it happened within my family. So it's a story I really think needs to be told. If you're interested in hearing about the girl who got thrown out of her house with no clothes on, then please keep watching. My mom's boyfriend was walking down the street on Boxing Day in the evening. It was dark. It was minus 30 degrees. It was snowing outside and icy. Just to paint a picture for you, he went walking down the street and heard a girl screaming, "Let me in, let me in," screaming and crying. He looked over and saw a young girl standing in her bra and panties, no shoes on, no coat, no other clothing, and turning purple. Now, stop the story for a second. Could you imagine not only the embarrassment, the shame, the sheer terror of being outside with no clothes on, but now it is minus 30 degrees, so now you have to worry about possibly dying of freezing, frostbite, all the horrible things that can come along with. This is emotional for me because I haven't told this story on my channel, but this has affected me personally in some way. Let's just get back to the story. When my mom's boyfriend went up and approached her, she started crying to him and saying that her father came home drunk and tossed her out of the house, that she was only 13 years old and she had no place to go. I am just so thankful that my mom's boyfriend had the kindness in his heart to go up and approach this girl, because really, who knows where she would have ended up if he hadn't have stopped. She knew that there was a Walmart right there, and maybe she was just too ashamed. Who knows what was going through her mind as to why she didn't go in somewhere that was safe. Maybe she was hoping her dad would let her in. Exposed skin in those temperatures could cause frostbite in a matter of minutes. So could you imagine, all of your skin is exposed? Keep in mind, he didn't know this girl. He just felt something in his heart to go and try to help this girl. Now, there were people driving past her. Nobody was stopping. Nobody was trying to see if she was okay. Either they didn't care, maybe they thought she was a drug addict. I don't know what they were thinking, but they didn't help her. They didn't stop. They didn't see what was going on. And thankfully, he was there at the right time and was able to save her. There are so many sick people out there too. To see a young girl in her bra and panties, anything could have happened to her. She could have been grabbed and thrown into a vehicle and never seen again. So he decided to take action, took his coat off, wrapped it around her, picked her up off the ground so she wouldn't have to be standing in the snow anymore with no shoes on. And thankfully, somebody came running across the street and ended up helping him carry her into Walmart. There's a Walmart right across the street from where this happened. They took her into Walmart, and I guess he ran up to the customer service desk and they directed him to go to the manager's office. So the manager went and got her some clothes and then contacted the police and the CAS. If you don't know what the CAS is, it's the Children's Aid Society. They are the people in Canada who help for abused children. All I could find out after that was that the child was taken into custody, so at least we know that she had a safe and warm home for the night. I don't know what happened to her past that, and the father was charged. Now, I want to talk a little bit about addictions. I could personally not imagine tossing my kid outside without any clothes on in minus 25, minus 30 weather. Obviously, when you have addictions, you are not in your right mind, but there is no excuse for doing that to your child. People don't realize when they have addictions how it can be affecting their partners, their family, their friends, It's not just about how it's affecting them, but it also can affect those around them. And this is a perfect example. If this story triggers you in any way, and you feel you need help because one, you may have addiction issues, or two, you are struggling to deal with somebody in your family, in your relationship, or just a friend that has addiction issues, I'm going to post up some numbers for Canada and the States, whatever I can find, to offer some help. I think there's a huge epidemic with addictions in the whole world, so many people dying, and so many people harming their loved ones because they can't get help, they don't want to get help, and those loved ones suffering because they feel like they have no way out. They feel like they have no form of hope. There are things like Al-Anon, Alateen that help specifically people who are dealing with those who have addictions, and how they can cope with dealing with the person that has an addiction, how they can cope with how it makes them feel, what they are going through. It becomes a whole circle of problems. It's not just the person who has the addiction, but everybody surrounding them is personally affected. So I just really thought this video was important, and I hope somebody who needs to hear it sees this video. I am in no way trying to exploit this girl's situation for any purpose. It is horrible what happened to her. I could only imagine the fear she must have felt. I have a 13-year-old daughter, and for you to do that to your own child, there must be a serious problem there. And for this poor girl, she is definitely going to need some help in dealing with the repercussions, the mental, the physical issues that she's going to have now due to dealing with a father that's a drunk. I hope that this video can help some people, and if nothing else, just to give you that reminder to be thankful for those things that we take for granted, for a warm home, a safe home, for loved ones, for people that care about us. Hug your babies, hug your loved ones, and life is a blessing and you never know, so just be thankful. If you're in this situation or know anybody that is, maybe you could let them see this story, let them know how much it can affect those around them, and maybe give them some of these numbers to get them some help. So thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more videos, and I'll talk to you in the next one.